Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. I'm your host Rob. This video we're going to discuss The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Okay guys, welcome back. So, The Amazing Spider-Man 2, which just recently had another trailer. Now look, I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. Really, I am. I enjoyed the first one, considering it was a reboot. I think this movie's going to be better. And, I know I'm going to go see it. I know that I'll probably enjoy it. But man, you want to talk about oversaturation. I mean, The movie's like, what, 6 weeks away? We've gotten so many trailers. I mean, leave a little... You see, I would have liked to have seen Goblin be a surprise. They just didn't have to reveal that. So that was a little bit like, already? And, we knew about the Rhino. We obviously knew about Electro. And he's still going to be the primary villain. But even the last trailer, you could already see that him and Goblin are going to team up. They showed them talking to each other and all this and talking about getting Spider-Man. It's just, oh man, it's just so much. It's funny, the last trailer I went and I went to the page and I made some comments. And one of the comments I made was, I want to thank Sony for allowing me to see this movie early and for free. Just making a troll, joking around. Some people really got pissed off. One guy was telling me to go fuck off. True Spidey fans are here and this. I'm like, wow, really? I mean, I'm a Spider-Man fan, and I think I think it's only obvious that it's oversaturation. Any other movie that promotes like this movie promotes wouldn't succeed. Just because, prime example is Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim did a very similar thing. They kept promoting trailers, commercials, this, that, and they didn't do too well. But see, Spider-Man, you can afford to do that because whether you oversaturate it or not, people are going to go run to see it. And I'm no exception to that rule. I'm going to go and see the movie. But damn, I would have liked to have some things kept to the imagination. I would have liked to have seen Goblin be a surprise because until one of the more recent trailers, we didn't really know he was going to be it. At least I didn't. I had no idea Goblin was going to be in a movie until I saw a trailer. So, maybe it was spoken about, but whatever forums that I visited regarding Spider-Man 2, I knew about Rhino and I knew about Electro. And to me, that seemed perfectly fine. So then when I found out about the Goblin, I'm like, wow, they really had to show that? Because I didn't really know that, and it would have been a nice surprise for me. I knew Harry Osborn was going to be in a movie. And, I knew Norman Osborn from the, prior movie. He's sick, so I figured there was not going to be any Goblin at all because Norman Osborn was the original Goblin. He's sick. Harry's first movie, so you figure you want to develop the character. But no, man, they went straight to the Goblin. So, I think, look, it's going to do well. Regardless of what we see in the trailers, it's going to do well. We also know, and I think this is a good thing we all know this, that it's not going to be oversaturated with Rhino. From what I understand, he's only going to have 4 minutes total in the movie. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but the way they cut movies and the way they cut scenes, it'll appear that he's in the movie a lot more than he's actually in it. So, and I think it looks pretty obvious at this point that he's going to be the opening villain that Spider-Man has to deal with, probably, to set the tone and get people all, whoa, Spider-Man and the Rhino and the big mech suit and all that. So, but that's what I'm talking about. Like, you can almost see that. You could pretty much see it already. And it's like, really? Do we need to know all that? So that's kind of that's the bad thing about saturating with so many trailers is that, even though a lot of the scenes are the same, they keep adding little snippets here and here. And by the time you get to the 8th or 9th trailer, and I know I'm exaggerating, I'm just saying, the 8th or 9th trailer, you have a pretty good idea of what this movie's about. So, but look, I'm looking forward to it. Now, obviously, Electro is going to be the main villain. I don't know how much Goblin we're going to get. I mean, is it going to be one fight scene? Is it going to be a scene where him and Goblin have to face off against each other? Or him, Goblin, and Electro? One of the scenes in the trailer made it look like Electro and Goblin are going to team up against him. So it'll be interesting. Maybe it's one-on-one match and then one match where he deals with Electro and Goblin and maybe he takes Goblin out temporarily and deals with Electro, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as people are expecting in terms of all the enemies, especially now that we know that Rhino's not going to be in it that long. I think, I mean, not think, it is stated that Electro is the primary villain. So maybe they decided to downgrade Goblin. Maybe this is as much Goblin as we're going to get in this series, because we know that the Sinister Six has been confirmed. We know you're going to get another Spider-Man movie, the third one. I don't know. I don't know how the whole Sinister Six plays into the Spider-Man movie. I don't know if it's. From what I understand, it's supposed to be its own movie. So how do you make a movie about villains without at least a hero to counter that? That's kind of weird. Unless they're gonna bring in a series of superheroes, but I don't know how many superheroes Sony has the rights to other than Spider-Man. What? I mean, I know Fantastic Four and the X-Men are... Well, we know the X-Men and Fantastic Four are Fox, or 20th Century Fox. So, I don't know. Maybe some of you guys might know better than I do, but I can't think of any other Spider-Man... any other superhero that Sony has the rights to other than Spider-Man. So, if they make a Sinister Six movie, is it going to be Spider-Man facing all six of them? Is that going to be the third title? Because, like I said, from what I had read, and it was a little while ago, so maybe I read wrong, or maybe they're not. It's a speculation, but from what I understand, the Sinister Six movie is supposed to be It's supposed to be its own movie, and obviously we all know who the Sinister Six are. We spoke about this before on the channel. And then that brings the question: what's going to be the third Spider-Man movie? Is it going to be the Sinister Six and they get rid of him? Is it going to be Spider-Man and Venom one-on-one like everybody's been wanting for the longest? And the question is, if they do go that route, who plays Venom? I also heard rumors that Venom's going to have his own movie. So do you have a Venom movie before you bring him into Spider-Man? Do you bring him in Spider-Man at all? Do you just start Venom and that's it? There's a lot of... I mean, these companies with these superhero movies are planning so far in advance. It's kind of getting ridiculous in my opinion. I mean, now... DC, Sony, 20th Century Fox, I mean, they're all trying to follow this Marvel format, and I think they're kind of rushing. It's almost like they're jumping the gun. It's like, we got to catch up to Marvel, so let's put a rush on this. And with Spider-Man, I'm not saying I'm getting the sense of that, but again, the Sinister Six, the rumors of the Venom movie, you're still going to have a third Spider-Man movie. You're probably going to have a fourth. Or they're going to reboot it again? I mean, are they going to do a third movie, wait 5 years, and reboot the movie? I mean, I don't know. But overall, look, I like the first one. Considering it was a quick reboot, I liked it. I was very much looking forward to this one. I still am just a little bit not as excited because I've seen more than I want to see. And I can't help myself. I love watching trailers. But yeah, this is a little bit much. But look, overall, I think it's going to be a good movie. I think it'll be fun. People are going to run out to see it. It's going to make its money. And who knows what we're going to see. All these comic book hero movies, they all have post-credit scenes, Easter eggs in the middle of the credits, whatever the case may be. So we'll probably get an answer to some of those questions at the end of Spider-Man. But outside of that, let's see what happens. Hopefully no more trailers. That's one thing. No more trailers. They're 6 weeks away. There's no excuse. Now I think we'll get a flurry of commercial shots. And then, boom, the movie. We're right now 1 week away from the end of March, April, and then, May. May's going to be a fun month. So, but anyway, guys, I want to hear your thoughts. I mean, I know a lot of you feel that the trailers have been oversaturated, but are you still excited about the movie? Have you toned down your excitement because of all the trailers? Do you think all the trailers are fine and there's no big deal? And what do you think about the Sinister Six? What do you think about the Venom, the rumor of the Venom movie? And what do you think is going to be the third Spider-Man movie? Because they're going to make a third one. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. This is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.